Y'all, I found some crazy TikTok story times. When I tell y'all these are crazy.
How my ex-boyfriend cheated on me with his sister.
My boyfriend got my little sister pregnant. Yeah.
Anyways, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button for me. Comment down below because I reply to everybody. Leave a like on the video and show some love. Let's just get straight into these story times because it's crazy, y'all. It get crazy, okay?
Story time when my ex-boyfriend cheated on me with his sister. Let's just get into it. So story starts and I'm dating this guy for like a year. We were the type of couple that was like, oh my god, like they're gonna last forever. Like they're literally perfect. So he has this sister and she's like half a year younger than him. It's like not that crazy of an age difference. It's really close. So we all went to the same school and literally she hated me for no reason. Like her whole family loved me but her.
Or was it for a reason?
Of us dating, like it was never like.
Was it for a reason? She didn't like you because she was looking at her brother like, no, that's my man. Which is so nasty. Like, ew. Ew.
Weird. I never had any suspicion. He was actually quite literally rude to his sister, so like, I would never think anything of it. I mean, no one really does that, so it's. Yeah. Anyways, this girl hated me for literally no reason, hated my guts, and talked bad about me around the whole entire school. But you know what? I let it slide because I loved his family and we were together, and I was like, why would I let your little sister stop me from dating you? I'm not gonna let that break us up. Anyways, that should have been my first red flag because he would tell me that I'm insane and I need to get over it. But yeah, that was really weird. Plus, my friends thought it was really weird, especially how he didn't really do anything. He just let it happen. So yeah, I should have took that as my first red flag because that's insane. You're not gonna do anything when your sister is bashing you around the whole entire school and everybody. As time went on, like I would come over to their house and he was always like kind of weird with his sister. With his sister or not, he'd always make like really weird remarks about like how she looked and her body looked. It low-key kind of brushed me off like really weird, but I was like, okay, like that's his sister, like nothing weird like that because who would think that you're banging your little sister? Not me. So one day I was planning on going.
Younger sister? Your younger sister. Under this hell.
To my friend's house and I told him and he was like kind of being really weird about it. He was also just like a really controlling person. Like he would never let me hang out with my friends or anything or even go out. So
actually, incest should be illegal. Is it? I don't know, but it should be if it's not. Because that's so nasty. That's disgusting. Your little sister? Imagine like how the parents, like, did the parents find out? Oh my gosh.
Oh, I was just like, whatever, I didn't think much of it. We end up arguing and then I finally get to go because like he gets to go anywhere whenever he wants, so it's not really fair. So I was just hanging out with my friend in her bed and my boyfriend was just acting really weird. A weird that he's never acted before. Like he's like ghosting me and not talking to me. Just really weird, something he never did before. It made me feel so weird. So in his neighborhood, there was like a park. And mind you, this was like 10 o'clock at night. So his location is set at the park for like 30 minutes. And I'm like, okay, like whatever. He's probably just hanging out at the park. It just made me feel really weird because he was acting really weird. And it's just like, why are you acting like that? So after like 30 minutes, he was still at the park for like an hour. So he completely ghosted me. And I was like, you know what? Why don't we just walk to the park? So that's exactly what I did. And
whoa, wait. He at the park with his sister? Oops.
my friend walked to the park without him knowing and I turned off my location. So we get to the park and mind you, like you couldn't be able to see us. Like he wouldn't have been able to see us. It was so dark. So I was like, this is like low-key perfect. Like what if I catch him doing something? Like I didn't want to, but like I was like, you know what, for the plot. So as we get closer to the park, I hear talking and yeah. And it's a girl, so I look at my friend like,
Yo. It's not funny. It's really nasty, but like, what? Like, this is real? Like, she really walked up on them at the park.
oh, so now we get quiet and creep up on them. As I get close enough to see them, I see his sister and him. I see them doing something crazy that you should never do with your sister. You guys can kind of pick up what I'm putting down. So as soon as I see them, I immediately yelled out like, "Oh my god," and they immediately turned their head. And when I tell you, they were shaking. I can't even like tell you what I said. I was just like so disgusted. I was like, "That's your sister." And he was saying the usual, like, "It's not what you think, I promise. Like, I can explain." His sister's just over there, like, shaking in her boot. I was just literally...
What do you mean? I see you, see me, see you. What are you talking about? It's not what you think. Well, there is no reasonable explanation for this. This is your little sister. Y'all in the park. I already seen y'all. You see me, see you. So what do you mean? You're caught.
like so disgusted, and I was like, "Oh hell no, like we're leaving right now." Because what does one do in that situation when you see your boyfriend doing a squirrel dance on his sister? Like, I immediately broke up with him, and then after that, for months, he's told people that I cheated on him.
You should have.
Loki didn't tell people that he did the renegade on his sister because, like, that's crazy, and I'm not that bad of a person, but you want to see that I cheated on him. Anyways, guys, that's my lore. So follow me
He got
for
the nerve to
crazy
say.
story times because I have way more than this. So I love you guys so much. Bye.
Oh my gosh. That was only the first story. But let's get into this next one, y'all.
My boyfriend got my little sister pregnant. Yeah, while we were dating. My little sister is 3 years younger than me, and we've always had a pretty tense relationship. And that's because she's always wanted to copy everything I do. And not just when she was really young, it still happens to this day. But she wasn't copying me in a way of like admiring me. She would copy me because she was in some kind of competition with me. Like whatever I did, she wanted to do it better. If I had an outfit, she wanted to wear the same one but style it better. If I did an activity, she wanted to join the same one and be better at it than me. That's how it's been our entire life. And I very quickly noticed that when I started dating, she started flirting with all of my boyfriends, and not subtly. She'd be like, imagine if we would have met first. Like, you probably would have been dating me. But obviously you can't because you're with my sister, but like, if you hadn't met her, right? That's weird. That's just so disrespectful. I would bring this up to her and tell her that it made me really uncomfortable and I thought that it was weird. She'd be like, "Oh my gosh, you're so dramatic. You're so jealous." And my parents would say the same thing. They're like, "Kelsey, it's your little sister. What are you talking about?"
Y'all don't see a problem here? Like, what she said didn't just, I'm just being dramatic. Okay.
She's obviously joking. Sorry, I don't think that's funny. And I have a pretty good sense of humor, if I'm being honest. So it just got to the point that I stopped bringing the guys that I was dating around my family because it just wasn't worth the drama for me. Which is really sad because I'm really close with my parents, but I knew that if we went to any family holidays, she was going to be there, and it was always going to just start a fight. So I stayed away. Things changed when I started dating my most recent boyfriend because it started getting more serious. We were dating for over a year, and I knew that I needed to bring him around my family because that's what you have to do. You know what I mean? Also, I stupidly thought that maybe somehow my sister had matured and wouldn't act up anymore, but I was wrong. The first time she met my boyfriend, one of the first things she said is she's like, "Oh my gosh, if Kels ever misbehaves or treats you wrong, just let me know. I'll fix it. I'll take care of it. Don't worry. I always have your back." I was like, this is weird. Like, this is just a weird conversation you're having.
Yeah. So if y'all ever break up, let me know. I'll be better. I'll be better, girlfriend. You're my sister. What are you talking? What are you? Okay, you're weird.
It was also just being really touchy with him, wanting to always sit by him, was grabbing his arm, laughing at all his jokes. She was flirting with him. Like, I know what flirting looks like, okay? And I know what her flirting looks like because she's my little sister and I've known her whole life. Well, I pull her aside and I'm like, yeah, we're not going to do this, okay? We're not going to continue to do this. I can't. I'm tired. You got to just be normal and stop flirting with all my boyfriend. And again, she was like, "Oh my gosh, I did not realize how insecure you were." Like, it's actually really sad that I'm the younger sibling and I'm just so much more confident, so much more self-assured. Like, if you were acting like this with my boyfriends, I would not be upset at all. Okay, well, you've never had a boyfriend, and there's There's a reason for that. I'm just gonna put that out there. About a month after this initial meeting, my little sister calls me and tells me that she has amazing news and that she's actually gonna be moving states and moving to the city that my boyfriend and I live in. Great. I was so excited for that. And not only was she moving to our city, she was gonna move into the same apartment complex that we lived in. Even better. So she moves to our city, moves into our apartment complex, and suddenly she needs help with absolutely everything. She doesn't have a car, so she needs to be driven everywhere. She needs help having everything built. She needs help with all the moving stuff. And guess who she asks for all of it?
Actually, y'all didn't have to do anything. She's a grown woman. You didn't tell her to do all of this. You tell her to move here. And the boyfriend is weird too before, because clearly, are you oblivious to the fact that she was flirting with you and now she's moving in and she's trying to be closer to you? So I would have ended that immediately.
Yeah, you're right. My boyfriend. Coincidental? I think not. And it got to the point that they were hanging out and I didn't even know they were hanging out. He would get home and I'd be like, where were you? And he was like, I was with your sister. I was helping her do X, Y, Z. I was like, wait, what? What do you mean you were with my sister? Why didn't you tell me? And he's like, oh, I didn't think it was a big deal. She just needed a favor. And so I went to help out. Like, she lives in our building. No. Okay? He was making it seem like it was innocent. It wasn't innocent. It gets to the point that this is the biggest issue in our relationship. We're constantly arguing about it, where I'm like, I want you to stop spending so much time with my sister because you already know the previous issues that are there. And he was like, it's your family. I'm just trying to be a good guy. I'm like, okay, sorry, your loyalty is to me, and I'm asking you to establish this boundary, and you won't do it, and it's weird. And we were just going back and forth for weeks about it. Finally, one day, my little sister comes to my apartment while my boyfriend and I are watching a movie, and she just looks so upset. I'm like, what's wrong? Like, what is going on? And that's when she tells me that she is pregnant, which I'm shocked about because she just moved to the city. I didn't know she was dating anyone. The only guy that she's been hanging out with is my boyfriend. See, at the time I didn't put that together because I thought that there was
it didn't register, but
yeah, just wait. But the person who was even more shocked was my boyfriend. He looked like he was about to projectile vomit. I was like, wow, they obviously have gotten really close. He's really concerned about her. And that's when I start asking her, I was like, okay, who's the father? Whose baby are you having? And she gets really quiet. She's like, I don't know, like, I don't really want to tell you. I was like, why are you being weird about this? And obviously we know why she was being weird about this. Then she started looking at my boyfriend. She's like, are you going to tell her or am I? She fully came in here ready to expose him, and he had no idea. It was just all going down right there in my living room. Well, I look at him. He looks absolutely sick.
Yeah,
I'm looking at her, and low-key, she's smirking a little bit. She's happy about this because, again, everything's a competition, and apparently she won. She took my man. That's what she wanted this whole time. And I look at him. I'm like, no, please tell me that she's lying. She's making this up. And he can't even get any words out. I can see it on his face that, yeah, it's him. He's the father of this baby. So I absolutely lose that. I'm like, what are you even talking about? And he has the audacity to say to me, well, I know I cheated, but I only half cheated because it's your sister. You shared DNA, so it's like, it's not as bad if I was cheating with someone else.
what? I only have cheated. This cannot be real.
It's like it's half cheated. No, I'm sorry. What man logic is that? I cannot. It's way worse to cheat with somebody's sibling than with a stranger. So obviously I kick him out. I'm like, you have somewhere else to sleep in the exact same building, so don't even feel bad about it. I don't want to see your face ever again. I look at my sister. I'm like, I don't want to see your face ever again either. My ex-boyfriend is now texting me 24/7, apologizing, saying it was a mistake. It only happened once, which I don't believe, based on how much time they spent together. And my family keeps texting me, it's your little sister. Give her grace. People make mistakes.
No.
So people make mistakes. That was not a mistake. That was a betrayal. Haven't heard anything from my little sister, though. Not one text, not one apology, because she's not sorry. She very much planned for this to happen. I know it. And I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen next, but let me know if y'all want to stay updated. My boyfriend...
Alright, y'all, that's gonna be the end of the video. If y'all enjoyed and want more crazy story times on TikTok, and let me know in the comments if y'all want more. Leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see y'all in my next video.